So the English Lake District, beautiful scenery, so peaceful. So I'm camping at a place called Grisdale, and it's actually Grisdale campsite. You'll see a video for that review, and take a look at it. You'll see more of this beautiful, beautiful backdrop here and more of the area. However, what I want to talk to you about is a new sleep mat. Now, this has been forced on me by my existing sleep mat failing whilst I'm away on a trip. I've used Trekology air mats in both UL50 and UL80. The UL50 is a very small compact mat, which is quite thin, but actually works okay. However, the UL80, and there's a review on the site about that, the UL80 is quite a thick one, you know, about that thick, and it has curved edges. Very, very comfortable. Probably the most comfortable sleep mat I've ever used. However, the first one I had, I accidentally blew the baffles because I wasn't paying attention and I just kept on filling it with air. So that's my fault. Mat gone. So I bought another one because they are so good, so comfortable. And unfortunately, after a short period of using that new one, it developed a very, very slow deflation. So during the night, it would deflate partially enough that it wasn't as comfortable as fully inflated. Still manageable, but not what it should be. So when I got home after that trip, that mat was tested and I found a leak along one of the stitch lines, the edges. Now, Trekology were very good. They sent me a new, well, in fact, they sent me 2 mats as a replacement. Both of those have failed in exactly the same manner. The latest one failed and deflated about 2 or 3 times through the night. Not fully deflated, but partially. So I've had it with Trekology. Not going to buy any more. They must have had a problem with their quality control and absolute finish with them. I'm not even going to accept another mat. I want my money back. That's how. I wouldn't say dissatisfied. That's because the service was good, but I just felt that I couldn't trust Trekology's mats anymore. Anyhow, I had to make a decision, and yesterday, I had to decide, did I just put up with the mat for another few nights, or did I find a new one? Now, I sort of had an idea what I wanted. I've got a winter EXPED mat, which is down-filled, fantastic in winter, but it's a bit bulky. So it just so happened I went into a store in Keswick and they were selling off an EXPED compact EXPED mat. And it's the EXPED AIRMAT LITE PLUS 5M. Now that 5M actually should be 5 centimeters CM because it's basically 5 centimeters in depth. So I bought it. It was reduced, and I trust the EXPED products. I just couldn't really justify spending the sort of money this sort of mat would be, which would be round about, I think, the 60 to 80 quid mark. I'm not so sure. But I managed to get this for around about 45. So, bought it. And this is what I'm going to have a quick look at now. I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then I'll finish off by letting you know tomorrow how well or not it performed. So let's have a little look. So I've not had it out of the bag. I've not looked at it. I just needed to buy something, and EXPED is a product that I really, really trust. So let's have a little look and see, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, and that'll be it. So it comes with this packaging on, which obviously gives you plenty of details about the product. It says it's Swiss design and made in Taiwan. Now, I don't know whether EXPED is a Swiss company, but it's a Swiss design. And let's have a little open of the product. So it's in a nice little bag. The actual mat feels quite loose inside that bag. It has a really good drawstring on it. Yeah, so it's the bag is bigger than the mat by quite a way, so it fits in and out quite smoothly. Now, attached to the bag, there's a repair kit. So you've got a repair kit with, well, it looks like a big patch and some glue and instructions how to repair it. And that sits in a little pouch within the carry bag. Nice, lovely feel, lovely quality to it. So, a mat's a mat, isn't it, really? But you have instructions, which I'm not going to read. And you can see that's the bottom of the mat. And then this is the actual bit that you lie on. And that is a really lovely feel to it. Soft feel to that. And it has a valve here. And I understand it has a pump built into the actual mat. So just to get you some details really, the pack size as we saw it in this bag, its entire weight is 525 gram. Yeah, so the pack size is 22 centimeters long, and it doesn't give you a size, and I haven't got the tape measure with me, but you can see the actual diameter of it there. They reckon it's the size of one of those stumpy 1.5 litre bottles of water. The mat itself is 52 centimeters wide. It's 5 centimeters in depth and 183 centimeters in length when it's fully inflated. It's made out of a 75 denier polyester, mainly polyester, and its fabric has got a TPU polyester film to it, which keeps it a little bit weather resistant. So you can get a little bit of wetness on this and it won't affect the mat, and it gives it a good tear and wear resistance. The mat is rated down to 5 degrees centigrade. I've already mentioned there's a pump as included in part of the actual within the mat. I just have to figure that one out. The other thing about this, the production of it, is it's certified to a standard which is OEKO Tech, TEC, sorry, TEK, and I'll put that information into the information section. Now that just means that they make this and guarantee, certify that it's free from harmful levels of chemicals that are the most, well, it says the most 100 of the most known substances that are harmful to health. So there is some thought gone into the actual production of this mat in terms of what chemicals and everything they use to produce it. And this one's certified that it's free from those most 100 harmful substances to a person's health. So guys, that's it. Lovely looking product, lovely feel to it. All that remains now is to get the thing pumped up. That's a deflation. So what we've seen there, that's to deflate the mat, and it deflates very quickly by just removing that. And at the other end, and this is exactly the same as my winter EXPED mat that I've got. It's got a little valve there, which you open, and it's got a hand imprinted. You see? And all you do is you just compress that and it pumps this bag up. Let's see how it works. So guys, I've just had a quick look at the instructions about the pump because I know how it operates. It's the same as my existing winter mat. And what they do recommend is that you open this valve prior to using the mat, you know, when you're at home, and leave it for 24 hours to let it inflate slowly. We haven't got the luxury of that because I need to sleep on it. So we're just going to get on. Now, it reckons it takes about 1.5 minutes to pump up. It's going to take longer because I've not allowed it to actually uncompress the foam that's in these sections. Now, that won't do it any harm. It just means it'll be a bit harder the first time. So I'll get on and pump it up, and I'll get back to you when it's done. You can see now it's starting to take its shape, and so it's not. You can use your foot to do this. I just prefer to use my hand, but you can use your foot. And what you're doing is you're lifting your hand slightly off that hole there, the valve. Now there's a return valve on this, so it won't let the air out. But you're forcing air into that hole. So guys, that's the mat inflated. It only took about 1.5 minutes. I haven't overinflated it. I just wanted to take it easy the first time. If I need to put some air in, I can do that even when I'm in this. To be honest, you can do it in your sleeping bag, but I can do it before I can do it once I've tested it. But it feels okay, it feels comfortable. Let's see how it goes. I'll speak to you in the morning after a night's sleep on it. So guys, I've had 2 nights sleep now with the mat. I fully inflated it the first time, and I found it just a little bit, for me personally, a little bit too hard. So I took some air out, and that made it very, very comfortable. So EXPED AIRMAT LITE PLUS 5M. It's worked for me. The quality of EXPED mats is superb. You've seen in the first part of the video a close-up of it, but my previous EXPED mat, which is a winter mat, I've had for, it must be going on 15 years, and it still performs, it's still in good condition. So I bought this, even though the purchase was a little bit of an emergency purchase because my mat that I was using failed me on the first night of camping for this trip. So big shout out for this mat. I find it very comfortable. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Just thought I'd give you that little update before I pack up. So we'll catch you again.